Make sure to comment it. Yeah, I know. Alright, what your weapon main says about you. This video is made by NFX. Make sure to go check him out. I'm actually not subscribed on this account, but now I am. Make sure to go check him out. He's actually pretty chill, so let's get into it.
So a little over 3 weeks ago, I posted a video titled, What Your Operator Main Says About You. And for some reason, we just kind of,
So, in hindsight, I probably should have watched that video before this one. But, I mean, hey, it's alright. It's alright. We're not doing everything in order here. So, we're probably actually just gonna end up watching that one after. Not today, though. What's my main? For attack, I'd say like the R4C and probably the on defense, like the SMG-12. Yeah, defense SMG-12.
don't be missing recently. Like, god damn, that many views? This video did so good that the main man, Jinxie, decided
Oh shit, Jinxie's in this video. Hold up. Oh my god, I'll be right back.
2,000 years later, 6.5 hours later, a few inches later, day 2, day 3, day 4, a few moments later.
Alright guys, food is secured. Got some steak, potatoes, and green beans. You know, nice warm meal. Nice warm meal. You can't really see it on stream. It looks disgusting because it's so dark. Alright, we're gonna start the video back up.
to react to it. I'm not gonna lie, I think he enjoyed the video, and I'm pretty sure he agreed with everything but 3 operators. If
Let's see if we agree. Let's see if we agree with Jinxie or NFX. Let's see if we can agree with all of them, or if we have some different opinions. Let's see.
if I'm not mistaken, that's what we counted. Yeah, we don't miss around this bitch. Only sometimes. Yeah, but he was definitely capping. I've seen him with a shotgun. I'm pretty sure everybody called him out for it in the comments. That shit was peak. So, I decided to do another type of video like this, except what your weapon main, or rather what your favorite weapon says about you. I'm not gonna lie, at first I thought I was gonna rewrite every operator, but I kinda cooked with this one. And I'm not gonna lie, we might go 100 for 100 on this, even though
I don't think he's gonna go 100 for 100. Okay. I need to stop pausing so much. We're 53 seconds in.
there's not even 100, guns, but you know what I mean. If you guys like these type of videos, be sure to leave a like. I don't know, maybe 2,000 likes? That'd be pretty cool if we could hit 2,000 likes. And just in case Jinxie decides to react to this video for some reason again, here's a picture of Jinxie in a daddy shirt. I don't think he liked this picture, but here you go. But let's get right into it. I'm not really going in order, but I pretty much did every attacker's weapon first, and if a defender has the same weapon, it also applies to them. It does not matter what operator, it just matters the weapon. Starting off with the M4, you are one of two
I
types
think
of
the M4 is
players.
a very
You
solid
either
gun.
always make the play with this weapon, or you're the type of person to always sit on the roof and bait your team. There's nothing in between for this option, and I really wish there was a midway, but I really only see these two types of people. I don't think we'll ever grow. Next weapon being the M249. Your aim is probably decent, but you rely on the LMG because it has more bullets, and that's probably the main reason why you're using this goddamn weapon. You also for some reason like to pre-fire every fucking corner with the mindset of you do have more bullets. L8. L85A2. You're a person of class. You don't want to overdo it in life. Using the L8 is like winning the lottery, and instead of buying an overly expensive car like a goddamn Lambo or a cheap piece of shit like a Honda Accord, you go with a nice car in between like a BMW or a Mercedes or an Audi. You pretty much can make between gold to champion using an L8. I don't think anything below gold, to be honest.
He hasn't missed so far.
M590A1. You genuinely crave violence while playing this game, and you are somebody who's genuinely confident in swinging everybody for the simple fact that you know you could probably one pump somebody with the addition of making everybody punch their monitor that comes across this one pump. The AR-33. You're likely a person that's well-rounded in this game and is always on a support role, so this gun chose you. You didn't choose the gun. But also, you're not even mad about having to use this weapon because it's a well-rounded assault rifle. Shout out to my Flores and Thatcher players. The R4C. You're a goddamn
Me. This is me right here.
Sweat. No matter what rank you are or what your aim looks like, you are always sweating nonetheless. I've seen coppers use this gun and sweat. I've seen golds use this gun and sweat. And obviously, every champion player is already a sweat. Sweating is in your DNA. The G36C. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you're a copper to gold player. Why the fuck would you want to use this gun? For both of the operators that actually have this weapon available, this is actually the worst option in both cases. There's just no real reason to use the G36C anymore. Is it a bad gun? Of course not. It's just like the lesser sibling. This is like if in olden times, a king had 2 sons, you're the second child. That's what the G36C is. The 5.56XI. Yeah, you're the team leader of your 5-stack and probably bottom frag a lot of the times, but there are also those games where for some reason you clutch a 1v3 or a 1v4 that you just shouldn't win. The M1014. I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of call this pulse shotty. I didn't even know this was its full fucking name until now. Like, who calls it that?
I'm not gonna lie. This guy's takes are actually pretty valid. They're actually pretty valid.
My God. Yeah, you're genuinely a freak of nature, and it's by birthright and not a choice. People who choose to use this weapon crave nothing but the want for you to throw your goddamn remote at your goddamn wall. The F2. Okay, with the F2, it's quite simple. You're either the best player in your match or the worst player. No in between. I'm not gonna lie, in this case, I'm gonna take the role of taking the worst player because I suck with the F2 for some reason. Maybe it's because I play a low sense and a low FOV, but it's okay. I'm right with you, garbage cans. However, if you are the good player, I commend you. This weapon is just not for me. The 417. I'm not gonna lie, you just try to one-tap a lot of heads. That's pretty much it. The SGCQB, aka...
No, that was like the worst take ever. Hold up.
Good player, I commend you. This weapon is just not for me. The 417. I'm not gonna lie, you just try to one-tap a lot of heads.
Worst take ever. That was the worst take ever. No. The 417 is a DMR. DMRs are meant to be shot in the body. We're not going for headshots with DMRs, dude. That's the worst take I've ever heard.
That's pretty much it. The SGCQB, aka Doc Shoddy. You probably only use this gun for the memes and nothing more. You genuinely play this for casual. Nonetheless, you also know the secret to this weapon being probably one of the best shotguns in the game. You thought Mute Shotgun was crazy? You have the secret. And you know the CQB literally pisses people off more than R. Kelly. Well, I guess that would be pissing people on. You know what? We're gonna go through to the next gun. I feel like I'm making this very uncomfortable. I don't think it's very PG to make R. Kelly jokes. Then again, would you rather be pissed off or pissed on? You know what? Whatever. Let's go to the next one. The OTS-03, aka Glaz's DMR, aka why the fuck are you using this? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If you use this gun or it's your favorite weapon, your peak is probably bronze 2 and will always be bronze 2. You will never surpass that rank. You're also never on the top of a leaderboard. Even if your team loses 0-4, you're still somehow on the bottom of the leaderboard of an already losing team. It's very tragic out here. The Bearing 9. Your aim is decent and you average a 1.1 KD in either Plat or Emerald. Nothing wrong with using this weapon. It being your favorite would be kind of crazy, but it's a solid, well-rounded gun. I understand why you appreciate it, and I appreciate your opinion. The AK-12. You just want to crutch this weapon?
I don't know who mains a secondary, especially the Bearing 9, but okay.
For the fact that your KD boost will be tremendous and nothing more. If your team dies and you're in a 1v3 situation, with 1 minute and 45 seconds left, you're probably just gonna bait on the roof. You don't care that you could possibly win the round. You're just gonna bait. There's just something with AK users in this goddamn game. They just want KD. That's it. The 6P41.
Yeah, still, I know.
One simple word. Why? And that's all you're getting. Why? Why the fuck would you use this gun?
That's a
the
solid take.
5.52 Commando. You have the IQ of Pengu and the aim of Shaiko. I've never seen a bad player main this weapon. You, sir, get a goddamn golden star.
I made it on keyboard
The
and mouse.
AUG A2. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you just want people to think you're fucking different. But in reality, you're already different, and just
Real.
seek validation that will never happen, because it's already there. For the 2 operators that have this weapon, this is arguably the worst choice. Is it a bad
Yes,
choice?
I do.
Of
What do you
course not.
mean?
But like, why? Why do you want to be different so bad? The G8. There is no brain behind the person that wields this weapon. Just an empty, hollow skull. If I were to knock on your head, I would genuinely hear an echo. The C8. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You're a peak top 1K champ. And if that's your peak, that's insane.
Worst take ever. Worst take ever. Okay, I said that earlier? No. That is the worst take I've ever heard. No. My friend Wally, he used to he used to main Buck with the C8. He's peak bronze 2 with a 0. He hasn't had above a 0.6 KD at all this season.
As it's
Let that sink in.
a W peak. And are for some reason always averaging a 1.5 KD every season. You're what I like to call the gunner. Whether you're solo queuing, duo queuing, or 5 stacking, you are the gunner. The cammers. You probably still piss the bed if this is your favorite weapon. What the fuck is wrong with you? The SR25. You're the type of person to order chicken tenders at a steakhouse and still have leftovers, and I don't get it. Of course, it's a solid weapon. In fact, I'm
That's
exactly the
good.
person
That's
to
real.
order chicken tenders at the steakhouse, as I prefer this over the Scar H. My own chat calls me weird, but I just think y'all are too busy playing chess. I like the simplicity of checkers.
Okay.
Straight in.
These ads, bro. I need YouTube Premium.
Nothing.
I need YouTube. Where's my mouse at? It's right there.
The MK17 CQB. Isn't this just a fucking scar? Why is that the name? I just call it a scar. It's a golden scar. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you just don't have any friends and seek attention from women that don't even want to talk to you themselves. God,
Damn.
that was mean as hell. And I'm like sorry, but not sorry. Like, there's just
Damn,
no
bro.
real reason to use this weapon in my opinion. And obviously, if you're using this weapon, you're already a Blackbeard player, so... Am I wrong, really? Am I really wrong? No, the answer is definitely no. The Para 308. Probably a solid plat player in aim, but the mindset of a diamond. You're like 70% there
Not-
to being a solid player.
not true at all.
And
I
I
used to
commend
main
you
that.
and hope you actually
I used to main that
fulfill
once I was on
journey.
console.
The Type 89. You don't need more than 21 bullets. You have a headshot ratio of 72%. This isn't me making up statistics. This is Ubisoft certified stats. Yes, you do have a 72% headshot rate if you use this weapon. The Supernova. You kiss dudes. That's it. There was no more to what I was saying. That's what you do. The C7E. You win 60% of your gunfights, but the other 40% are the most trash aim moments. I've done a lot of undercover work in my time, and let me just say, I would like to say people can use this weapon. Is for some reason they can't. Even though this gun is just insane. This is one of the best guns in the game. Some reason anybody who has never
is true.
gotten
That is true.
past Gold 3 cannot use this weapon. They have the most abysmal aim. They make a good weapon look trash. If you know somebody that is like that, please, for the love of God, unadd them and never play with them in your stack. Even if they're your sibling or blood related, they're no longer a part of you. They're a part of something I like to call the lost. Drop them immediately. The PDW. You're probably the kid that
Solid
was
take,
invited
solid
to
take.
birthday parties because the other kid was forced to invite you by his mom. Take that as you want. I don't really know where else. I don't know why I wrote this. Why did I write this? But I
Alright.
feel like it's accurate. I'm gonna stay with it. That makes sense to me. The ITA-12L. I just call it the Itali. In fact, I didn't actually know this was the full name. I thought it was called the Itali the entire time. You just seek validation in this weapon being good.
Stupid.
But not even silver players will validate this delusion. This gun just sucks. Why the fuck would you main this weapon? The T95 LSW. You probably piss sitting down. Is it a good weapon? I mean, it's an okay weapon. Is it a bad weapon? Again, it's a okay weapon. Why the fuck is it your favorite? No one likes this weapon as their favorite. This is just like, no, this is like liking strawberry ice cream over vanilla and chocolate. Is it bad? Of course not. It's still strawberry, but like, but really? You're gonna go for strawberry first? That's what using this LMG is like, and having it as your favorite. It's just, I don't validate your delusion. The 612. You make people throw jinxie haymakers at their monitors. If you're in range to even use this weapon, that's what happens to the enemy that actually suffers the consequences of being in your wrath. Just straight up Jinxie haymakers at their fucking camera and monitor. I actually wonder, has Jinxie ever broken his mic or camera?
Yes.
There's just no way he didn't. If it didn't, that should literally just be the ad for whatever fucking camera he uses. Because my god, that thing should be literally dust particles at this moment. The M762. You just want attention from literally everybody just because you want to be different so bad. You probably peak plat 4 and just brag about being able to.
Skittles mained this gun for a solid month. And guess what? He's top champ. L-take.
Use this weapon, even though you probably can't even use this weapon 70% of the time. It's just like, why would you want to use the M762 anymore? This thing is no longer good. The LMGE. You're probably a new player to the game and saw a video from years ago about how broken this gun was, and that's probably why you like using this gun now. There's no other reason to use this gun. If you actually, in 2024, think this weapon is anything above the word trash, you're delusional. This is horrible. This gun sucks. I mean, again, do I have to point I pointed this out in the last video. Look at the recoil pattern. That is got more recoil than me punching my stomach. Like, that is horrible. The MK14 EBR. You have a win-loss of 87%. Towards the win side, of course. There's just something about people that use this weapon that just, for some reason, dominate. I don't know what it is. Even a bad game of using this gun, you're still going to somehow win the match. I don't think I'm wrong in this scenario. The Bosch G 12.2. I didn't even know there was a 12.2 in the name, but we'll go with it. You're either a bot in copper or a champ with a number. There is, again, no in-between in this scenario. This weapon will single-handedly ruin somebody's day, and I'm okay with it. The SMG-12. You're the gunner of the stack.
Let's see what this guy says about the SMG-12.
Somebody's day, and I'm okay with it. The SMG-12. You're the gunner of the stack. You're pretty much just stomping. Like, that's it. The V308. You never touched plat, and you have a KD of a 0.7. That's it. Like, there's just no reason to use this gun. It's a good gun, but like...
Break free with the new Opera GX, the browser that puts you in control with a brand...
God, I don't even want to say good. It's a decent gun? Like, it's not a bad gun. I know that much. It's a decent gun. It's just everyone I see wield this weapon just sucks for some reason. I don't know what it is. The Spear. You're the definition of the word mid.
I mean, after this video.
Just a mid player. Mid KD, mid win-loss. If you're in a 1v1 situation, it's a 50-50% chance of you winning or losing. You're just super mid. That's it. The Sausage 12. You like watching guy-on-guy videos and drone face. That's it. That's all I had to say. I genuinely wrote this down in my notes. I don't know what made me do it, but it's true. This gun sucks. Fuck, that's what the recoil pattern looks like? There's not even a red section. This gun sucks, my god. The AR-15 50 cal. You do nothing on attack and all of your kills come from defense. I'm not messing with this one. It's definitely more of a defense weapon where you could just hold pixels and hold angles. It's not an attack weapon because you can't even pre-fire properly because as soon as you shoot literally 3 bullets, you've already used a fourth of your ammunition in your magazine. That is diabolical. It's horrible. The AK-74M. You're the type of person that people talk about when saying, well, he's better than a random. Then they invite you because you are indeed better than a random. You're not the certified fifth of the group. Again, they'd rather just invite you because you are better than having a random on their team. That's your purpose if you use this weapon. The ARX. You're either in the middle of the leaderboard or the top of the leaderboard. Either way, people love to have you on their team. The
That's very true,
F90,
very true,
you
very
clutch
true.
every 1v2 situation.
No.
I don't know what the fuck it is with this gun. Every time I'm in a 1v2
No, not
situation,
true.
I'm confident. The F90, literally frying everybody.
No. This guy has the most... This guy either has the most W takes ever, or he has the most mid fucking takes of his life. Oh my god.
Thing's insane. The M249
There's no
Saw,
in
literally
between
the
with
same
this
thing,
guy.
but with
He
less
has
bullets.
the best takes and
But
the worst.
nevertheless, you never even get put into a clutch situation because you have calm aim and the round is already won. The FMG9. If I was spectating you in a 1v1, I would probably choose to watch a drone instead because you're a fucking boring
Damn.
person. That's what I think of people who use the FMG9. You're just a boring individual. I don't even care if you win or lose. I just don't want to watch you play the game. The CSRX 300, aka Cali Sniper Rifle. You watch too many movies.
Anyone who mains this sniper needs help. Anyone who mains or thinks this is their favorite gun in Siege needs help. That's all that needs to be said.
In your fucking free time and you bait your team just to still always die. Why would you use this gun? A sniper rifle that claims to do
How does a sniper rifle have a recoil pattern? It's a little weird.
135 damage, doesn't even always one-shot somebody down. This gun is lying statistically. This gun sucks. Stop using this gun. You're not Chris Kyle, bro. The CP-SMG9. You use piss as mouthwash. That's... God, why did I write that down? That's so true, though. I validate this. The SC3000K. You actually enjoy playing Siege for the tactical feel, and that's pretty much it. We all know why you like this weapon. It's goddamn Sam Fisher in this bitch. The only reason why I know this weapon and like this weapon, it's a part of Sam Fisher, and it always will be. When I think of tactical weaponry, I think of this gun right here. It's literally a perfect example. The
I'm predicting what he's gonna say with the MP7. So, in my opinion, MP7, a lot of people who use it are just trolling. Or they're either baiting the enemies or baiting your team. And they're just trolls. They're just overall trolls. And just use it for the ACOG on attack.
P7. You actually play like a tampon and hide in corners to win your gunfights. That's literally it. I swear to God. Either that or you swing everybody and for some reason dominate. There's just two types of people. If you're one of them, if you're not the first one, you're the second one. If you're not the second one, you're definitely the first one. Hell, you actually might be a mix of both. Just depends on your confidence that moment. The POF9. If I spectate
You're gay.
you in a 1v1 situation, I would vote surrender even if the score was 0-0. No reason to use this gun in this game. This thing is actually shit. The Commando 9, you just like the reload animation. It's pretty cool, I can't lie. I mean, look at this animation. God, that was spiffy. The M870, you missed the recruit rush and play this for nostalgia and nothing more. Is it a bad gun? Of course not. But that's the only reason why you like to use it, is it makes you miss and reminisce the prime Siege days. The SMG-11, you have
no friends. And you have no wife.
two moods. The first one being you never miss, and the second one being you always miss. Depending on your moment in that time, it doesn't matter who you are. You could be stomping and hit every shot, or you could be me and miss every shot. Those are the two moods. Either really good or really bad. The MP5.
Oh shit, you're right. I do use the SMG-11. I'm not either of those though. Chalk it.
5K. You have no friends in solo queue because you have no other choice. That's it. Why? Why is this your favorite gun, dude? Like, out of all the MP5s, this is arguably the worst variation in this game. The UMP45. You're the most well-rounded player on your team, and you should probably IGL them to a W. Everybody that chooses to use this gun fits this very description, and I will die on this hill. The MP5. You spawn peek way too much and take fights in an ego manner, and for some reason, win 80% of those interactions. MP5 users nowadays are just terrifying. So I take that back. They've always been terrifying. No matter what era of Siege was in, the MP5 is always dominated as a secret contender for being a top weapon in the game. I can't think of one game where the MP5 is bad in. Even Siege, this gun is insane. The P90. It's the same thing I just said as the MP5, live guy, but you lose 80% of the interactions. I don't lie.
Yeah.
This is my truth. The 9x19 VSN. You use this weapon because the op you're on, but it's still a solid gun nonetheless. And you're not even mad or happy about it, you're just accepting of it. It's just a good gun, man. There's nothing else to it. Like, I feel like people forget Tachanka has an ACOG on the VSN. People need to start realizing that he does have that ACOG, and it's insane. Speaking of Tachanka, the DP20 that he... I feel like people forget Tachanka has an ACOG on the VSN.
Oh,
people need to
Tachanka. Okay, not
start realizing that he does have that ACOG, and it's insane. Speaking of Tachanka, the DP27. You, sir, are the memer. You probably don't even play ranked. You just like playing casual. If you actually use this in ranked, I don't even think you could be anything above the rank gold. I think that's impossible. The 416C carbine.
OG player who just let's see. What's this one? I think it's gonna be, I think people use the 416C carbine, so just Jaeger's AR. I think they're just OG players that either want the ACOG back on it or just hope the game gets good again, and they're just playing the one operator that they like.
You swing 100% of fights and win 70% of them, and you maintain a champ rank. I didn't make up the rules. People that still use this weapon, the people that use this weapon till this day, have always been a solid, well-rounded player. And if I see somebody in any type of situation, there's a chance they could win it. Whether it's a 1v1, 1v2, 1v3, 1v4, and even a 1v5, I'm always hopeful of a 416 user. The 9mm C1. You're either new to the game or you just got random picked Frost. Either way, you're gonna beam the enemy team, as this gun has literally negative recoil. That recoil pattern is a lie. It should literally just be a dot in the center. This thing is insane. Using this gun is like having a Cronus, I feel like. This thing is a genuine beam. The Super 90. You accidentally equip this weapon. That's it. Nobody actually willingly chooses to use this gun. This thing sucks. The MPX. You're the type of person to do the literal opposite when somebody says, don't swing. That's so accurate, man.
Wonder who that could be.
Everybody that uses the MPX will always swing after somebody says don't swing, and you cannot argue these facts. The Spaz 12. You have the banana skin on your gun, and you only like this gun for that reason. In fact, I just realized, where's my banana skin? Do I not have the bananas? This is, no, I guess I don't. Oh, I do. Okay, this is never coming off. The M12. You have never in your life aced with this gun and will claim it's just misunderstood. This gun stinks. Shooting this gun at somebody is like literally shooting cooked peas at somebody. The literal definition of I brought an airsoft gun to an actual fucking battlefield. This thing is just, it's horrible. God, it stinks. The Spaz 15. You never make rotates for your team and always get traded out immediately after dumping an entire clip into somebody. Like, people forget, it's a shotgun. You can make rotates. Can you please make the fucking rotate? My God. The MP5 SD. Let's be real. Let's be real. You're just too busy sitting on echo cameras to even enjoy this beautiful gun. I said I didn't want to make this weapon video operator related, but seeing as Echo is the only one that has this gun, I feel like it's very true. And it's not even a bad thing to admit. I'd rather have an Echo player on my team use his cameras rather than him running around like a fucking idiot trying to swing everybody and then dying so his cameras become useless. But this gun is amazing. Okay. The Vector 45 ACP. You strike fear into anyone that dares to swing you, but also have never felt the touch of a woman. The 612 SD.
Not true.
You hate yourself.
Not true. Not true. Not true. I would know. I would know.
The T5 SMG. Your first season playing this game, you hit plat and only went up. This gun will forever be an S tier weapon. And when it had the 1.5 scope, holy shit, it literally broke the game.
Oh my God,
Scorpion Evo 3A.
No, because when it had the 1.5, bro, the 1.5 on Warden, Legion, the P10 Roni, oh my God, that shit was broken. Man, Siege was so peak back then. Man.
Didn't even know there was all that extra stuff. I just call it the Scorpion. Yeah, you just don't like getting kills, apparently. This thing is pretty horrible in damage. The only thing good about it is the fire rate, and the recoil is not bad. It's just very kind of like unpredictable.
I had the game back then, and I played it a little bit, Dylan.
Like, I swear to God, there's no actual recoil pattern to this fucking thing. The FO12. Even your teammates think you're a dick. The K1A. You
Yep.
are for some reason always gonna at least get 1 kill before you die. That should literally be the motto
That's
to
real.
everybody that has this
No,
gun.
that's real.
The Alda 556. You got a cool clip with this gun one time and claim it's the best gun ever since, and have yet to do anything close to its peak. The ACS-12. I just call it the AA-12, but I guess they want to be fancy. You honestly spectate your team a lot using this weapon, and it's because you strictly lose a lot of the gunfights. The
Yeah.
MX-4. You just suck. The AUG A3. You get 1 kill around
Wait,
no
wait,
matter
what was the
what.
gun that-
You just suck. The
Oh, okay.
AUG A3. You get 1 kill around no matter what.
Nope,
Honestly,
I
this
aced
gun
with
was
that
very
gun.
underrated. Even when it had the 1.5 scope, people
It's not my
didn't
favorite, though.
appreciate this gun. I always liked this weapon. The TCS G12. For some fucking reason, people who use this gun either suck with it or just never die and murder the entire team. I am definitely
Real?
the first option.
My
I
God.
suck
It's
with this
actually
gun for
annoying,
some
though.
reason. Even though DMRs are my crutch, I cannot use this gun confidently. I don't know what it is. The P10 Roni. You just keep telling people you wish it still had the 1.5 scope. What are you doing still liking this weapon? You're weird. The use
Dylan. Buddy. Having the game for a long distance versus playing it for a long distance. Two completely different things. I've had the game since Jaeger ACOG. Like the season before that got removed. I didn't actually start play. I got to maybe like level. I got to maybe level 10. Okay. And then I actually started playing it like halfway through Deadly Omen. So shut up, buddy. You don't know what you're talking about.
ZK50GI. Just call it an Uzi. That's so complicated.
I didn't get the game in heavy metal. I started like. Oh my God, you're slow.
It was cool.
Oh well, yeah, on this account, yeah. This Xbox account, yeah. I played it on my. Who was it? It was either my dad's or my ex stepbrother's Xbox. It was one of the two, I forgot.
When it came out, but if you still use this, you're just not in the meta no more. Of course, it's not a bad gun, but it's just kind of like, I would say below average gun compared to what we're in now. We're in a very high rate of fire meta, and all those guns tend to outgun this weapon. But this thing is pretty decent. That's it.
Yeah.
The PCX-33. You just don't lose any gunfights and maintain a
I
2.0
tried to
win
pause it and I
loss
couldn't.
and a 2.0 KD. I didn't make up the rules. This gun is just insane. Alright, you're probably wondering, Anifex, why didn't you say any of the secondaries? Well, I'm gonna go over the pistols real quick. But I only picked out a few, as honestly...
Yeah, we're not watching the pistols. Okay, Alright guys, well, I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe down in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next video.